Hello ladies and genitals, Four Eyes in here, coming at ya, coming through, and today we are ranking the SMGs in Black Ops Cold War from worst to best. I already made a video like this for the assault rifle, so if you're interested you can check that out on my channel. Before we get started, the list is going to be in order from the worst to best SMGs for close range. I will also give them a secondary ranking of how good they are as an overall weapon, so not just close range, it will be including medium range, long range, recoil, and many more. So with that out of the way, let's get started with the Bullfrog. The Bullfrog to me isn't actually a bad weapon. All the guns in the SMG class are usable. The reason why I rank it last is because it has the slowest time to kill up close, and that's pretty much the only reason. However, as an overall weapon, I did rank this weapon at third. This gun has a ridiculously long maximum damage range, which is the highest in the SMG class. It also has the largest magazine size out of all the SMGs, and it has low and controllable recoil. Most of the submachine guns are better stat wise than the Bullfrog, but for some reason this gun just works. This is honestly one of my favorite guns in public matches. It's just so fun to use and the builds are so versatile. It's basically a mini light machine gun. The gun's time to kill isn't slow by any means, it's just the other SMGs just straight out kill faster, but it's not too far behind. I wish they would just call this gun the Super Soaker already. Like, come on, stop calling it the PP19, the Bullfrog, just call it the Super Soaker already. Jesus, that would actually be cool if they gave us like a blueprint that would call it the Super Soaker, but it would probably cost like $20. Next we have the Milano, and no, I am not talking about the cookies from Pepperidge Farms. This gun barely beats the Bullfrog in terms of time to kill. I rank it 5th for close range use and 6th or dead last as an overall weapon. Now if this was the beta version of the Milano, I would have ranked it way higher, but the Milano has poor range and an extremely slow fire rate. The Milano actually shoots slower than all the assault rifles in this game. The gun is competitive in that close range because it deals the highest single bullet damage out of all the submachine guns. It also has the smallest hipfire spread, and it's just quick and snappy compared to most of the SMGs. The biggest problem with this gun is just that slow fire rate and poor damage range. At range, this gun kills so slow, and the bullet velocity on this gun is horrendous. You really want to increase the bullet velocity with this gun if you want to try to kill people at range. Even though it has low recoil, the slow fire rate makes it unforgiving for players who are inaccurate. At number 4 we have the MP5. I know for all the people who got this game when it first released, this gun gives people PTSD. At launch, this was clearly the best submachine gun and arguably the best gun in the game until it got its damage ranges heavily nerfed and the recoil was increased a little bit. Obviously it's still a really good gun since I ranked it 2nd as an overall weapon. It really is just a beast. Something that is kind of weird about the MP5 is they gave it 2 40 round magazine attachments with the fast mag reload benefit. One of them used to be a 50 round magazine with the fast reload, but I guess that was part of the nerf. The gun is still very good even though its damage ranges were nerfed. The gun is just so consistent in close range, medium range, and long range that it's almost negligible. The other guns I rank ahead of it for close range basically beat it out in time to kill, but it's not by much. Next, in our number 3 spot we have the Mach 10. This was just introduced as a battle pass weapon in season 1 of Black Ops Cold War, and I rank it 3rd for close range use and 4th as an overall weapon. This gun has the highest fire rate of any submachine gun in the game, and it's basically like the Spitfire from Black Ops 4 and the Fennec from Modern Warfare. If you're an OG, it's pretty much the Scorpion from Black Ops 2. This thing shreds up close. It's quick and snappy, but if you are trying to level up this weapon or if you have no attachments for this gun, you will think that this gun is ass. It blows its load quite fast and the recoil kicks like a horse. At least the recoil is mostly vertical, so if you're a more experienced player, you can control this gun's recoil. It's basically a pocket minigun. I actually would have ranked this gun at 3rd as an overall weapon, beating out the Bullfrog, but when I make these lists, I like to take into account of newer players and players that aren't as skilled, and this gun just has too much recoil at range for me to put it above the Bullfrog, especially if a new player is using the Mach 10. In our number 2 spot, and overall the best submachine gun, it is the AK-74U. This gun is just a beast everywhere. In super close range, the AK-74U kills the fastest. Its time to kill is almost an instant kill. It beats out the MP5 and the Mach 10 in terms of time to kill, up close making it the fastest killing fully auto submachine gun. Only the number 1 SMG beats the AK-74U up close. Snipers snipers and tactical rifles as well. The other SMGs really are no competition when it comes to killing at medium to long range in the submachine gun class. It pretty much beats out everything. To me, this is the best submachine gun in the game. It also has the potential to be the best gun. It's crazy to me that the AKs dominate this game, unlike Modern Warfare where they make the AKs have crazy recoil. I was wrong for placing this in the tier 3 slot when I made my top 5 guns tier list video. This gun is definitely a top tier weapon. Again, I think the AK-74U is the best submachine gun in the game, hands down. The AK-74U also has the highest bullet velocity in the submachine gun class, and it pretty much doubles all of the other SMGs, and this gun really has no competition. Finally, at number 1, which shouldn't be a surprise, it's the KSP. In close range, this gun is basically a instant kill up close. If you use this on a map like Crossroads or Nuketown, any map where a lot of the gunfights are point blank, this gun will dominate. This is a gun where you could get shot first and still win a gunfight. This is basically a close range version of the AUG and M16. That's why it is so dominant. I did rank this gun at 5th as an overall weapon. Trust me, this gun has no range. It also has a low bullet velocity. If you're trying to kill people at range, this gun begins to shoot marshmallows, but when you get into those close range gunfights where we use SMGs, there is no doubt this gun is the best for them. That is pretty much my list. Feel free to agree or disagree in the comment section below. Like I always say, this is just my opinion, so it's all subjective. When I create these lists, I like to take into account the average player that doesn't always have time to play every day. That's why I rank guns like the Bullfrog above the Mach 10 better overall, since they might not be able to control the Mach 10's recoil. But if we're talking about the gun's maximum potential, then yes, the Mach 10 is a better weapon. That is pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think and I will respond. Other than that, namaste my friends, and I will talk to you all later.